Hello and welcome to GPTV on Tuesday the 2nd of July. My name's Philip Kingston.
And I'm Ben Rothschild.
And Ben, great to have you on GPTV. It is your 20th birthday celebration. 20th birthday. Happy birthday, Ben.
Thank you.
20 years, that's a long time. You started it with us just after leaving school at 16. Is that correct?
Yeah, just the first job I ever had.
Yeah, well, your age will remain without a date, of course, but 20 years is an incredible achievement. I was going to get a cake, but I completely forgot. So now we're just going to put an image of a birthday cake up with some happy birthday tunes, some confetti, some that thing that you blow, the thing that comes out like that. Anyway, happy birthday to Ben Rothschild, who is celebrating his 20th birthday with us. And I believe we've got a lovely present coming your way, Ben. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but I do know that we're going to make a bit of a fuss about you at our next team night. So happy birthday.
Thank you.
Incredible. So let's hear a little bit about you, because you started with us 20 years ago. You're now a father of how many?
I've got 3 kids. So I guess my journey at Gary Pier has pretty much been my journey of also being a parent, because I started here and within months my daughter Olivia came along.
Who is now how old?
19.
Wow.
So she's at uni.
What's she doing?
She's doing art science at Monash. So
fantastic. Yep, brilliant.
And making us proud.
Yeah.
And I've also got twin boys.
Twin boys, of course you do. What are the names again?
Nick and Matt.
Yep. Great. That's just a test for you, because at your senior age, just wanted to see whether you remembered your children's name. So those two are in year what?
Year 10.
Right.
Year 10.
So you're in a bit of the home straight, aren't you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Two more years, and they're going to be, well, they're independent young adults, I suppose.
Definitely.
And Ben, at the risk of embarrassing you, because a lot of people watch this show, and I'm just going to say publicly that you are tall, dark, and handsome-ish, and also single.
Yes, I am.
So, viewers, just putting it out there without permission, I can vouch for the fact that he is a fine, upstanding member of the Gary Pier & Associates team, and a lovely, lovely bloke. So we'll publish his email address and phone number up on the screen at the end of GPTV. So just putting it out there. Ben, you've seen the company grow and grow and grow. 20 years is a long time. Some key highlights or some things that stand out for you?
Well, thinking of my tenure at Gary Pier, it's like so much has changed. It's we've gone from one office.
Yep, because you were there when we just had one office.
Yeah, just one office, and it was. I'll look at our Christmas parties. You know, we had the room at the Crown.
Yep.
We had the live band. It was Gary's favourite thing. You had Gdansky get up and belt out a tune.
No longer with us, but still out there, actively engaged in business.
Yeah, but and then we eventually, we did the bridge climb. We did the Sydney trip. We did some fantastic, Christmas parties. They were always something to look forward to. But it was the company itself. It went through such transition, such growth. It was ever evolving. With the first office with Jeremy. Yeah. And then multiple offices, and swelling to, I don't know how many people. You've got 150 now?
150 plus 16 in the Philippines?
So it's,
So you were with us, really. I mean, I know the answer to the questions that I'm posing, but it's just kind of fun to hear the answers again. So you were with us when we used to have a sales meeting round one table in the back kind of kitchen area. And those were the days where Gary's management style and my management style was probably not what it is today.
Oh, it was definitely something to remember. We'll keep that between us.
There we go. Well, 20 years, Ben. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You've been an absolute rock solid part of the team. It's lovely to have you on GPTV. So let's jump into the weekend that was, because we had a busy but quiet weekend. So a busy but quiet weekend, what does that mean? Well, the auction numbers for the last week of June right across Australia are down because it's winter and school holidays. But what we did have on the market did very well. Let me give you those stats in just one moment. So busy but quiet weekend, Ben, but we did have a 90% clearance rate against the industry average, Ben, was?
60%.
60%. So when we're at 90%, bit of a trick question coming up. If we were at 90 and the industry was at 60, how much percentage were we above the industry average?
50%.
Oh, brilliant. Got it in one. always knew that mathematics was a bit of a skill base of yours. But that is an outstanding result for the team at Gary Peer and Associates. 90% against the industry average of 60%. So no doubt we're putting the towers up as we speak with celebration. So dual celebration, smashing the industry, and your 20th birthday. Let's talk about some of the sales that were. We had some interesting sales that occurred across the weekend, but we started off with Truganini Road. Let's get that up on screen as we speak. Apartments numbers 1 through 12 at 25 Truganini Road, Carnegie. David Thomas brought that one home prior to auction. That was 12 one-bedroom apartments, and he was able to secure a price of $3,270,000. That was a good sale, wasn't it?
Really good result.
Blocks of flats, we do so many of them, don't we?
I think we're up to 120 or something like that.
I think it is something like 120. No other agent in Australia can make that claim of selling that many blocks of apartments. It's terrific. We had a good sale, prices undisclosed, also on Thursday evening at 1C St James Avenue, Bentley. That was a fabulous 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom town residence, party wall, 1 of 2. Prices undisclosed. We did sell that in the range though, and that had a range of $1,250,000 to $1,375,000. I had a fabulous auction on the weekend, Ben. You know Horsley Avenue.
Oh, it's a brilliant street.
What do you love about Horsley Avenue?
Just its location. It's a cul-de-sac. It's just at the beginning of Carlisle Street, which is just ever evolving. It's just a phenomenal place.
It just gets better and better there,
always.
It
just
Full
seems to be
cafes,
every month.
Supermarket,
changes.
Everything's there. It's an eclectic strip, but we love
the new
that.
Chapel Street.
Well, I think you're right. In fact, we like to say that it's the Brunswick Street of the South.
Yes.
So it's up there with some of the best strip shopping centres in Melbourne. But Horsley Avenue was an amazing result. The price is undisclosed, but we did smash the reserve there. We had 2 people that fought for that. Yeah. Having said that, whilst we set somewhat of a record price for that, I get it, because it was one of the most beautifully renovated semis that you will see. 3 bedrooms and a bathroom, 2 living areas. It had everything that opens and shuts. So these great record results, I'd like to say, just came through our skill and brilliance. But when the property's hot, it makes sense.
Well, those type of properties in those streets always do well.
You're right. You're absolutely right. We had a sale in Munster Avenue, just to show you all of the different sorts of properties that we do sell. We're not just selling incredible mansions. We sell everything from $250,000 right through to $10 million. This was a sale in Munster Avenue. Home number 4 at 38 Munster Avenue was a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 1 lock-up garage, single-storey villa from the 70s/80s. Do we like that sort of real estate, Ben?
That's you could say it's like the bread and butter of our industry. When you think of villas, you get blocks of 6, blocks of 8, blocks of 10. Yep. And they're just fantastic homes. They offer that single level living with a little bit more separation than apartments. Yeah, and it used
to be when these were all built, they were generally all sold to older people. Yeah. But now this is very much the domain of younger people as their first home, sometimes their second homes, because they get a bit of a courtyard garden.
Get somewhere for the kids to play.
It's terrific. We also had a sale in Alma Road on the corner of Lansdowne. That's a building that you love.
Yeah, it's a brilliant spot. It's a great development. I think we've actually, after the sale, we've got something else coming up there as well.
We hope something else is coming up in the building. That is a really good building. It's essentially a brand new building, even though it's now 5 or 6 years old, maybe even a little bit older than that. But it looks and feels. It used to be an old tennis court. It looks and feels like it's brand new. Walking distance to the Alma Village, and of course the tram and Dandenong Road. Yeah. Let's talk about one of our most quiet weekends coming up, Ben. We've only got in fact, less than a handful of auctions. Let's have a look at what's coming up this weekend. So, Ben, this would have to be one of our quietest weekends, but as I've said, first week of July and school holidays, and we've had a busy June, and no doubt August, September, October will be busy. But we've only got 2 auctions on Saturday and 2 auctions on Sunday, so hopefully we can have a 100% success rate. Number 36, Torello Avenue in Hawthorne East. Tell us about this incredible home.
Philip, this is an incredible place. 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, double lock-up garage, and then Torello Avenue is a fantastic location.
And not only is it a fantastic location, but it's hard to find a beautiful single-storey home. Most homes like that are 2 stories, so this represents a unique opportunity. On Sunday, we've got home number 2 at 168 Hawthorne Road, Caulfield North.
That's also 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and a double lockup. It's a great spot, and a price range under $1.5 million. It'd be hard to find anything like that.
Leor Samuel's got auction honours there. We've also got property number 3 at 131 Glenara Road in St Kilda East.
Here's a great property, a great apartment, 2 bed, 1 bath, 1 car spots. A really good starting property.
And that's the Samuel brothers are bringing that one home. Aviv Samuel has been handling it, and Leor Samuel is going to be the auctioneer. So a quiet weekend, but this is the calm before the storm of spring. We've got a couple of feature properties to talk about. We've got home number 1 at 434 Hawthorne Road, Caulfield South. And if you don't mind, I'm going to talk about that because this is actually, I'm selling this property, Ben, for a woman that was my first ever auction when we started Gary Peer & Associates in 1986. So shout out to Linda, because Linda gave us our first auction in Kooyong Road, and she's come back all of these years later, 36 years later, to sell another home with us, and she sold some things in between. But this is, thank you very much to Linda. You are our earliest, and you know, we will never forget the person that gave us our first auction listings, and this is a beautiful home. This is single story, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a lock-up garage. That is exactly what the market loves. Looking forward to that. We've also, and that's going to auction on the 14th of July at 11:30 a.m. And of course, I've got auction honours. We've got 4A Hazel Avenue in Edithvale. This looks like a great property.
Oh, this is a great townhouse, 4 beds, 3 bath, also a double lock-up garage. In a great spot.
And it's a beautiful, beautiful home throughout. So that is a listing to look out for. That goes to auction on the 20th of July at 2:30 p.m. with Leor Samuel as the auctioneer. So Ben, we've been lucky to have you for 20 years. Tell us about the next 20. Are they going to be more of the same, or are you just going to continue to lift every year as you do?
Oh, well, I've been fortunate. Recently I joined the team with Darren Krongold, Joel Sir and Daniel Fisher. And I'm very excited. We work very closely with you.
Yep.
And it's like it's the next stage of my career as a real estate agent.
It really has been a good move for you, because that's quite a big team. So we've got Darren, we've got Joel, we've got Daniel Fisher, we've got Reno, we've got Kevin, we've got Liam, and obviously that team is also backed up by 2 of the most incredible admin people. We've got Eliza and Maz. And you joined that team, and you've been like a duck to water there, because you bring a level of seniority to that group, which is just so important for them. You're a mentor to the younger people in that group. So we wish you a very happy 20th birthday. We look forward to giving you a gift at our next team night, which hopefully will not just be, a new pair of shoes or something. Hopefully we'll be a bit more generous than that. But Ben, happy birthday to all the viewers of GPTV. Please keep watching. Gary will return to the show at some point, but as you well know, Gary likes to take 6 months of the year off. So it's the 2nd of July. We hope to see him back on GPTV.
He's on his boat, huh?
Yeah, he's on his boat or his private jet somewhere. But viewers, stay tuned. We've got more coming at you next week. Ben, great to have you on the show.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next week.
See you later.